inside, but I can still pretend. All my memories and photographs I have learned to love the light. I wanna know what it's like to be useful and... No. Damn it! It's Sunday, and I have to be at work in an hour and a half, and I gotta film and edit this. So let's get going. Jins, I want to start off with you. I just wanted to mention that I am so happy that you are here as a part of this collab, because when you first started with us, you were kind of like very apprehensive. It seemed like you were very uncomfortable in front of the camera, and as time has gone along, it has become quite obvious that you're getting more comfortable, and we're seeing the real you poke through, and it is awesome, and I love it, and I can't wait to see more of that in the future because you are awesome sauce. You talked about you and your sister. Now you and your sister got along. Me and my sister Sarah, I have two sisters, but Sarah is closer to me in age. We didn't get along at all. We would do everything we could to inconvenience the other. Yeah, it was not good. Danielle, I compare as well, but that's why I actually changed what I watch as opposed to what I read. I watch first, then I read. That's why I am still able to enjoy Field of Dreams, because now it's kind of like when you watch the behind-the-scenes footage to me. It's more of like a making-of documentary when I read the book, and it makes it a lot easier. Yeah, sometimes when you're reading it, you'll poke the holes, be like, but that's not what happened in the movie, but, you know, make of it what you will. It's not as big of a deal. As well, I also... I wanted to say that I took woodshop, and I really sucked at it. I was terrible. Holy musical library, Batman. I just want to point this out. I've done out some of the math. You said your indulgent playlist was 1.1 days, and your happy playlist was 8.9 hours. Now, 8 hours is about a third of a day, so 8.9 hours, I'm just going to round up basically to 0.4, okay? And you'll see why that doesn't matter if I round it up or down in a minute. But, so that's like 0.4 days. So your indulgent and happy playlist together, for which there are no repeats, is 1.5 days of music. Oh god, my playlist, my entire music library, all the stuff that I have on my computer for music is 1.3 days. So needless to say, I'm a little bit behind. I'm actually curious if you can tell me in your video this week how big your actual music library is. Rima, this whole gaming thing, I saw you guys talking about it, and how you guys like to watch as opposed to partake in video games. And you talked about, people were talking about card games, stuff like that. The only real card games I ever liked were poker and Pokemon. And it wasn't because of the names. I promise you that. But I am a huge gaming fan. I have, if I were to turn my computer around right now, I could show you that I have a Dreamcast and a PlayStation 2, as well as my VCR and my DVD player and DVD burner. I also have the Sega Master System from 1985 and a PS3. and I play all of them pretty equally, which is to say that I don't play them much anymore because I'm much busier now with my time. But I do enjoy playing it because it's awesome. And I completely agree about the punishment. The only thing is that if neither of them make it to the semifinal or final and play there, do we both get punished? Um, that that that's what's been bugging me. Because there is a chance, there is a definite chance that they'll meet in the tournament. But the only chance that they could meet is in the semifinal or final. And with rugby, you never really know that at any time people could be upset. So just let me know on that. To Lucy, who has not watched it, woman, you must watch this film. You must watch it. Shawshank is a very deep film. It plays on the idea of hope and the idea of home and the idea of freedom, that you don't need to be out of prison to be free, and you don't need to be um you don't need to be within those walls in order to be imprisoned. You can be easily encapsulated uh, by your troubles while being on the outside. I will buy you a copy of Shawshank Redemption and send it to you for you to keep and to watch in its awesomeness. And yeah. While we're on the subject of things that we should do that we have not, I have a confession to make. I have never made scrambled eggs. Yeah, it's true. I've never made scrambled eggs. I've only ever made omelets, and I made sunny side up eggs once. Um, I really enjoy omelets. I've had scrambled eggs before, but to me, scrambled eggs are just to me, they're kind of plain. And growing up with a dad who was a head chef at the age of 21, um, I mean, you quickly learned that you had to keep up with his ability to cook, otherwise you were going to be way too far behind. For the record, it's preface. Over to Craig with the LG Fuad or LG Fuad, or as I like to, or as fans of Motion City Soundtrack call it, "Let's Get Up and Die." Um, uh, so yeah, "Let's Get Fucked Up and Die" is a really awesome song. Um, Even though it doesn't sound like a song that is incredibly happy. And also, the thought I didn't finish. I was talking about how Danielle joined the Buzzed Club and doing a video a couple of drinks in, and how the Vlog Brothers had to deal with that because moving on. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Because they Hank drank the entire bottle of Strawberry Hill, or he didn't actually, but he made it look like he drank the entire bottle of Strawberry Hill, and people were going, you're encouraging heavy drinking," and he was like, "Yeah, because totally looked like I was enjoying that." To be honest, except for you actually, Craig, we are all over 21. And Craig, you're over 21. You will be 21 in a couple of months. Um, so drinking for us is not an issue, really. Because, I mean, just in the same way that the Vlog Brothers were over 21, we are, and so we have the right to drink, and as long as we don't do anything stupid on camera, then there is nothing to really worry about. As well, your reading story, I just wanted to comment on that because I thought that was freaking sweet. Because I have a similar one. When I was really young, my dad played softball in Melrose every Sunday morning, and I would always try to go out with them to watch them because I thought that they were wicked, wicked cool. And what ended up happening was one day I was reading Harry Potter, and I decided, you know what, it's too loud over here. I'm gonna go walk over here. So I walked over to the playground, which was a ways away, and I sat underneath a tree and I started reading. Um, Out of nowhere, my dad realizes that I'm missing and freaks out and just sprint. He stops the game. They just start looking all over the place for me, and about 5-10 minutes later, after their this expansive search for me, uh, Brendan, Brendan, who has been my dad's friend for quite some time now, finds me sitting under a tree reading Harry Potter, and he nearly dies laughing. James, I didn't answer your question about the favorite place to go and my favorite trip. I'm going to show you a picture of my favorite trip now. The reason that my favorite place to go is Fenway Park is because uh, if you go there, you will notice how amazing it is. I've taken friends who have no interest in baseball, and they walk away saying it was one of the best things they'd ever done. And that photo was actually taken by me. I want to point out I took 12 separate shots and then used Windows photo editor thing, picture viewer, whatever it's called, to make a giant panorama of Fenway Park. And I have to say that my favorite trip is my first trip that I ever went on solo, which would be my trip to Virginia, which I did video blogs for, which you can watch if you want to on my channel. But it was my first trip solo, and I went to go visit my sister. Um, the week didn't start well, I should say, because the day I left for Virginia, my friend passed away in a motorcycle accident. But I still enjoyed it immensely because not only was I going on my first trip by myself, I was going to see my sister and a family friend of ours, Christy, who is just completely awesome, and I was blown away because it was the most amazing thing ever. It honestly was, and yeah. I also wanted to say that I agree with Lucy that you should root for the South Africa Springboks, because it would make the Tri Nations filled with awesome coolness. Because the way I see it, uh, if there is any team to root for that is not the Wallabies or the All Blacks, the Springboks are it. You should watch the Tri Nations. You should watch Invictus if you haven't, um, because it is amazing. Um, so yeah, watch that. Um, I cannot endorse it enough. Oh boy. Um, Alrighty, I gotta go, but we'll talk to you later. I'm about to get yelled at in a message. Alrighty. Alright, but I'm gonna go. Alrighty, so I can't wait to see everybody's videos next week. Jins, I will see you tomorrow.